With membership in the church, anything you want is enough to weigh in on in your business because you're acting in the interests of your parishioners and the spiritual community at large.
Amen.
Yeah!
Take the action that gives you slack. Picket bakeries for not selling adult birthday cakes. Confiscate pornography from anyone you meet.
Yeah!
Keep it for yourself.
Well, sure. Circle petitions demanding the immediate revocation of the law of gravity. You know, they passed that one before we even spoke English. That's hardly fair. Membership means that you are a religious leader in a saucer cult designed to make Scientologists seem reasonable by comparison, so why the fuck are you not acting like it? Woo! Of course, some pink asshole or assholes may try to fight fire with fire. They'll say your beliefs are New Age occultism, or that we're a hate group, or that we lack any guiding moral principles or some other logically sound human thought process. The main thing to remember in such situations is that logic, cognizant thought, and pretty much everything else so far has been defined by the conspiracy. And the conspiracy is using newspeak against us every time we so much as think. Try thinking about that. You find it's very difficult. Not only that, but the conspiracy has been working very, very hard since history began to rationalize against anyone who questions it. It's like Dad used to say about the Klan, son, if y'all able to argue with those douchebags, they'll just bring you down to their level and bludgeon you with their logic. Which is why we can't give them an inch of logic. You have no middle ground with anything any human fucking says, ever. Any middle point, any agreement. No. I'm afraid we can't come to agree with that. Gravity? We're getting that repealed. Find any excuse to call the conspiracy pawn, trying to brainwash you. A demon sent by Satan himself to seduce you with a honeyed tongue, or whatever he's got. But remember more than anything else that legitimate human spiritual beliefs that fulfill one's inner being are intimate and complicated personal treasures. They cannot be defined by some system of rules that applies to all conscious beings equally. And anyone who's put enough spare time seeking any astral enlightenment at all will know that in their heart and in their mind, the only way they're going to be legitimately holy in any sense is to try to convert through peace, gentle reason, or humor. Those who try to use force or anger are just always soulless fucking heretics against their own faith, against your faith, against good faith, against faith hell, against any faith you can name. Remember more than anything else. Oh no, I read that paragraph. So professional up until that point.
Oh shit!
So when you overhear some jackass preaching, be good or God's gonna spank you, in a bar or on a street corner or at the dinner table, it's no longer rude for you to walk over and shut him the hell up. It's your religious prerogative. What's more, how dare he question you? You are a legally recognized minister, and you have a doctorate obtained in the exploration of your faith. He is a know-nothing liar, acting out of ignorant passion or more likely just plain old ignorant pink malice. Either way, what he's doing is not only wrong, it's a blemish in the face of your local community and on our children. Put that brain-dead plebe in his place with the power of shame! Won't you think of the children? So you know the signing package. You've got the lowdown on the benefits of membership and our little eye in the pyramid scheme, but you're still saying, Andre, what's the church actually all about? Well, of course, first and foremost, we at the church want slack, and in fact need slack. The lovely Popus had previously pontificated on that prior point, but what requires real clarification here is that the reason SubGenie need slack is because we are a totally different subspecies of hominid from Homo sapiens. Many SubGenie go too long without slack. They will absolutely snap, go mad with slacklack, and kill, pussycat, kill until they are put down for good. Regular humans don't need slack, but of course those greedy, short-sighted pigs scarf it down anyway. That's why the primary function of the church is to get the SubGenius their slack first. Membership is only open to post-humans. Specifically, members of the mutant subspecies we know as Homo erectus, Homo sapiens superior, or Homo excelsior.
Homo.
We got a problem with that? Many of the differences between various subspecies and vanilla man go unnoticed to the untrained observer. The easiest ways to tell them apart is social observation. We've all heard the story about LSD being tested on monkeys. They put into cages, and the other cream-living, straight-cut, 9-to-5 day-job monkeys would shun them, fear them, or at the very least, avoid them. Well, Homo sapiens aren't nearly as innocent or forgiving as good old monkeys, my friends. No, monkeys are good people. Homo sapiens, not so much. No, they make it a point to shun, fear, or at the very least avoid any being who is in any way different. This illustrates the defining characteristic of mutants, their individuality, their cause to seek difference from man. A mutant has evolved past the physical animal need of the human psyche to believe in the divine. A mutant is someone who has broken the first link of the conspiracy's thought programming and actually begun thinking for themselves. A mutant is someone who sees the Nords. But that just weeds the mutants out of this pack, and while all SubGenie are mutants, not all mutants are SubGenie. Bob foresaw this. What a nice guy. Using his mastery of time control, he has carefully administered prenatal psychological conditioning to all SubGenius potentials while still in the womb. I don't want to know how he did it, though. Opening our minds and our genes to something more. That's why a true SubGenius doesn't just see the Nords. No, the true SubGenius sees the blatant fuck yous. That's why the only one surefire way to tell a SubGenius, a true SubGenius, is that they will be instinctively driven beyond their own consciousness to send Bob their $30. So to simplify, human means mundane, mutant means exceptional, SubGenius means one of us! One of us! One of us! Thank you. Who cares? Fuck the law. The second main function of the church is somewhat more serious because, let me assure you fine people, that even as a SubGenius gathers slack, the conspiracy gears up for another attack. The church fulfills dual roles as both provider to the path to mutant enlightenment and the shining light against the darkness of the conspiracy. But who is the conspiracy? I believe Colonel Hunter Gathers said it best. The minute God crapped out the third caveman, a conspiracy was hatched against one of them. Since then, the conspiracy has grown in leaps and bounds. We all know it's human nature for men to turn on each other. There's no freaks around to persecute first. I'm sure we've all seen the easiest way for a man to survive is not draw attention to themselves. Well, the conspiracy is that unspoken partnership of the shadows, that sinister guiding principle of lesser beasts. The conspiracy is every person everywhere who would rather watch you be persecuted for being different than stand up and be themselves at all. The conspiracy is made up of both slaves and masters. The conspiracy is the fine web of lies that tells you your place and keeps you in it. The conspiracy is the silent rope-a-dope that begins with a little jab of stand on up and follows with the right hook called and be hammered down. The conspiracy starts in the schoolyard and it ends in the ovens.